Hi, welcome back. Whole steps, half steps, tones, and semitones. Now, we are going to use the ladder analogy. Now, when we take a ladder, naturally, a ladder helps us move from a lower elevation to a higher elevation. A ladder has several steps. Each step takes us high or low, depending on the direction. The piano can be seen as a ladder that has been placed horizontally on the ground, with each step representing each key on the keyboard. Now, the pitch of sound on the keyboard becomes thinner as you move from left to right. The farther left is heavy, and when you move right to the farthest right note, it's lighter. So from left to right, the sound becomes what? Lighter. Or the sound moves from a lower pitch to a higher pitch, a lower elevation to a higher elevation. On a natural ladder, we move from a lower elevation to a higher elevation. That should move from down to top. But on a keyboard, we move from a lower pitch or a lower sounding note to a higher sounding note as we move from the left to the right. Alternatively, we also move from a higher sounding note, a higher pitch note from right to the left. Is that okay? Now, to reach a higher elevation on the ladder, you would have to take several steps. Like the ladder, one step is said to be a half step on the keyboard, and two steps is said to be what? A whole step on the keyboard. This is what I mean. On a ladder, when you're moving from a lower elevation to a higher elevation, you take individual steps. One step, two steps, till you get to the top. On a keyboard, when you're moving from the left to the right, you can see each note as a step. Each note as a step. So you're taking steps from the left to the right. Is that okay? Alright, so on a keyboard, one step is called what? A half step. And then two steps is called what? A whole steps. A whole step. Is that okay? So now when I take this note and this note, I can see that this note is what? A half step away from this note. Is that okay? And when I take this note and this note, I can see that this note is a whole step from this note. Why is it a whole step from this note? Because it's what? Two steps away from this note. 1, 2. Is that okay? Is that okay? Alright, so a whole step is referred to a tone, and a half step is also referred to what? Semitone. Is that okay? So in conclusion, just like a ladder, one ladder step is equivalent to what? A half step on the piano keyboard. And two ladder step is equivalent to what? A whole step on the keyboard. And then a half step is the same as what? A semitone. And then two steps, which is a whole step, is the same as what? A whole tone. Thank you very much.